Oh, you're Jewish? What do you think of the Israel and Palestine situation? Before I get into the topic of this post, I want to be clear. I will not be talking specifically on what my answer to this question is. My thoughts are incredibly complex, nuanced, and they require their own discussion, which I might or might not do in a public forum. I pretty much only discuss this one-on-one with people and avoid blanket statements that fit into one or two sentences or a nice little soundbite. Problems like this are rarely that simple. The question, what do you think of the Israel-Palestine situation, is one that is regularly sprung on Jews in activist/leftist spaces when someone finds out the person is Jewish. Almost always, it is irrelevant to the context of the meeting or protest. This is a form of anti-Semitism. It is particularly bad when the person is visibly Jewish, wearing a Magin David, a kippah, tzitzit, etc. They are being targeted specifically because they are Jewish. There is a saying in Jewish community, 2 Jews, 3 opinions. This applies to all issues, not just issues regarding the state of Israel. Jewish folk in North America do not owe anyone an answer when asked about their views on the state of Israel, especially when they have only just met and the person asking the question. Would you go up to an Anglican and ask their opinion of residential schools if you just met them at a meeting talking about social housing in Toronto? Probably not. These types of situations and discussions work best when there is a structure for them and people are prepared and able to talk about it. When we ask these questions of folks without any context or warning, we're setting up a situation that can lead to a fight, flight, or freeze response. It is inherently threatening, and when threatened, we do not tend to have positive and constructive discussion. Please think twice before asking this type of question of anyone you do not know. Most Jews are not educators on Judaism, Israeli politics, racism, history of the Middle East, etc. This is particularly important when talking to Jewish folk because all too often Israel is used as a way to be acceptably anti-Semitic. It is also important for me to state that criticism of the state of Israel's politics is often valid and not anti-Semitic in and of itself. We complain about the government here in Canada all the time. That doesn't mean we're anti-Canadian or anti any specific group within Canada unless we're being explicitly racist, etc. This whole topic requires a lot of nuanced discussion, which is not what happens when one asks someone out of nowhere and when first meeting them. Please think twice before opening this discussion with people you do not know yet.